Let's start by making a double magic ring. You have to wrap the yarn around your fingers 3 times like this. Insert the hook in all 3 loops and yarn over. Pull through all 3 loops like this. Chain 1 to secure the magic ring. Let's make a single crochet through the magic ring. You have to insert the hook into the magic ring, yarn over, bring out the yarn over and pull through all 2. Repeat the process 5 times. Now tighten the magic ring, pull the smaller end, then the inner circle, tighten the outer circle then, and finally you have to pull the smaller end once again. Now make a slip stitch into the very first single crochet. For round 2, you have to make chain 1 and make a single crochet increase in all the 5 stitches, which means you have to make 2 single crochet in every stitch. You have to repeat the whole process 5 times, which means you should have total of 10 single crochets at the end of this round. In the end, you will make a slip stitch through the first single crochet again and close the round. For round 3, you will chain 1 again, and this time we will make 1 single crochet in one stitch and 1 single crochet increase in the next stitch alternatively. So in the first stitch you will make 1 single crochet, in the second stitch you will make 2 single crochets. Repeat this process 5 times so that by the end of this round you should have total of 15 single crochets. In the end, you will make a slip stitch into the very first single crochet and close this round. Now cut off the extra yarn and fasten off, and you will pull this end at the back of the circle like this. Cut off the extra yarn and we are done with the center. Let's attach the yarn of another color. For that you have to make a slip stitch first like this. Now insert your hook in any of the single crochets of the center like this and pull out the yarn. Now you have to make 5 chains. Chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4 and chain 5. Now when you turn the chains, you will see these back bumps. We will be working in these spaces only. What you have to do, you have to insert your hook in the bump and pull out the yarn like this. Repeat the same process in all the 5 bumps. In the end, you will pull out the yarn through the same single crochet space where you attached the yarn in the first place. Pull out the yarn. You should have total of 7 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull through the first 2. Yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops, and you will go all the way to the last 2 loops. So this is our row 1. Now for row 2, again we will be working in these back bumps. Chain 1 and repeat the same process. Insert the hook in bumps and bring out the yarn. Again we will be working in the same single crochet space as row 1. insert the hook and bring out the yarn. You should have total of 8 loops this time. Yarn over and pull through the first 2, then through the next 2, and all the way to the last 2 loops. This is our row 2. For row 3, chain 1, repeat the same process. This time you will insert the hook, bring out the yarn through the next single crochet space. Repeat the same process. In row 4, bring out the yarn through the same single crochet space as row 3. Yarn over and pull through the 2 loops and so on. In row 5, you will again insert the hook in the next single crochet space and repeat the same process. In row 6, you will insert the hook in the same space as row 5 and repeat the same process. In row 7, you will still work in the same space and repeat the same process. Now, as the final row, we will just make slip stitches in all the back bumps all the way to the last bump, and make a slip stitch in the same single crochet space. This is our first petal. We will repeat the same process to make the next petal. Chain 5, and let's work again in the back bumps. Insert the hook in the next space to make this row. Row 2 will again be in the same space. Row 3 and row 4 will be in the next single crochet space, and row 5 and row 6 and 7 will be in the next single crochet space. So each petal will cover 3 single crochet space, which means 15 single crochets will give us 5 petals. Repeat the same process to make all the 5 petals. Once you are done with all the 5 petals, let's pull this loop in the back of the flower like this and secure it with a knot. And we are done with one flower. You have to make 2 like this. Place them back to back like this and sew them neatly using a needle and a thread of the same color. sew all the petals, leaving just one petal space in both the flowers, and we will use this space to add the fillers. You can use the filler or you can use the cotton. I'm using cotton here. You can use the hook to fill the cotton properly like this. Sew the last petal too, leaving a tiny space to add the filler in this petal as well. And once done, then sew it completely like this. You can hide the end by sewing it in between the stitches like this. Cut off the extra thread. Now insert the hook in between any two petals and attach the yarn and make chains as long as you want the sling to be. Once done with the length, then cut off the yarn and tighten the end, and now you can tie the two ends together. Cut off the extra yarn and hide the tails. And you are done.